Put my mic around. I can tell you're detesties bull.
I'm what?
You heard me.
Bull testes?
Detesties bull. You're detesties bull, which is Spanish for the testes bull.
The bull of testes? Testes of the bull?
Bibliobule de testes.
Oh, Mexican pancakes.
There you go.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Randy.
I leaned back and my back just tightened up.
I was like, what did I do?
You made me exercise when I got here.
I'm bull. We walked 400 feet.
That's more than 400. That's
Okay.
like 410 at least.
Or 600 feet.
And back.
The entire property is only 800 feet deep.
And back.
Okay, so you walked 800 feet.
And upstairs.
Oh,
14
Jesus Christ.
steps.
Lose some weight.
I need to. I did lose some.
Sorry, Diesel.
I just need to lose. Yeah, you just
Kicked him right in the head.
You did. You just straight punted Diesel in the face.
Sorry,
It's another beautiful day.
God, I'm enjoying this weather.
It's a little warm for me. Yesterday was beautiful.
Yesterday was great. We got that gigantic ass umbrella on the deck now. Just sit out there.
Dude, yesterday was so nice. We went out to Mom and Dad's, had a cookout, grilled burgers, brats, and shrimp.
I smoked a pork shoulder.
I know. That's honestly what made me go, I could probably make it work today. And then you're like, nah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Well, you said, right. I said, record today, and you responded with, possibly, maybe tomorrow.
And then you sent smoked pork shoulder.
And I said, this is on the smoker.
And I was like, I'm going to figure this out.
Next thing I know, you're like, I'm going to Pickerington, and then I'll be there. And I'm like, thought we were doing tomorrow.
I drove right this side of Lithopolis, yeah.
That's all right. Today works out better anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm here. We're here. We're a little queer. But, yeah, it's nice weather. Saturday was great. I got to golf for the first time this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I shot a terrible. So
shot a terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. But I had a good time. The weather was great. And here we are with my back hurting because on like the 15th or 16th hole, my back said, no, you're done. So I quit. And then I got to the 18th hole and they said, nope. Finish that last half a beer you got there and play.
I would have been like, I'm in pain.
Yeah, so I teed off, and it went like 75 yards, and I went, leave it there, I'm done. I didn't play the rest of the hole.
Don't even pick it up. Leave it for the next person.
No, I was riding in a cart with G. He did pick it up, but I was like, yeah, I don't care that I was hurting. So, yeah, but other than that, it was a good time.
Nice.
So, how's your weekend?
I mowed.
You did.
I dug a hole in the backyard.
You did.
I dug a deep-ass hole.
Yeah, that's a nice little hole there.
Yeah, so
it's a small crater.
Right after we moved in, there's a drain tile. So I live literally in a cornfield, or an old previous cornfield.
Literally, he has a tent in the middle of a cornfield.
Basically, the construction of this house is basically that of a tent.
But a circus tent, like a big one.
A big one, but it's still
sizable.
It still can't stand up to a hurricane. It's like
good thing we don't have those in Ohio, though.
We've had them. We've had hurricane winds.
No, we've had winds, not hurricanes themselves.
Well, tomato, avocado, macaroni and cheese.
Ooh.
Right?
I've had breakfast today. I'm so hungry.
So when we moved in, there was a broken field tile in the back of the property. It's not on my property. Technically. But so this year, it's been causing some issues when we get heavy rain. We'll get like a 1 or 2 foot deep stream that runs through our backyard, and it's all majority is coming from this broken field tile. So I thought there was a broken field tile. There are 3 broken field tiles back there.
It looks like you got some terracotta pots from Native Americans dug up at the back of your property right now.
So these things, they'll collapse over time. It's just what they do. They were probably put in maybe the late 1800s, early 1900s. I mean, they're old tiles.
I know nothing about this, so I'm going to roll with it.
Well, you're going to have to because I don't either. So
they could have been put in the 1980s. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't the 80s. But they'll collapse on themselves. But these two of them collapsed on each other, which then collapsed, and they're 4-inch in diameter, which then collapsed a 8-inch diameter, which is the main.
And I don't care what anybody says. No matter how big your property is, 4 inches is more than enough.
Yeah.
Makes me feel better about myself.
Okay. Well, you keep telling yourself that.
I do every morning.
And
it's good for my self-esteem. I am somebody.
And doggone it, people like you. Anyway, I've got to basically put a patch in to tie these 2 4 inches to the 8-inch, but I can't find an 8-inch adapter, which fucking blows.
Well, you have to find a 4 to a 6 and then a 6 to an 8.
I can't. No, the problem is I can't even find an 8. The issue is the 8-inch.
Should get some PVC.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
I think what I may end up doing is actually putting in a drain box with a grate.
Yeah, there you go.
And then just connect everything that way.
To the box, yeah.
Yeah, to the box. I was try to find one that's extra deep.
Oh,
yeah. Just the way she likes it.
Because we only got 4 inches or less.
That's right. So, and then I had to mow with my neighbor's mower because my mower's still in the shop. Still. So it's been a week. I took it in last.
It's been 1 week since you took it in.
Yeah. Well, they don't know what the issue is.
But it isn't.
Oh, they don't know what the issue is.
They don't know what the issue is?
No.
It's a mower. It's got a motor. It's got some belts and some blades.
Right. But the motor also has the small computer on it because, God forbid, you just run something, without a fucking computer.
Right.
So it's got a small computer on it that could be causing issues. Who the hell knows? The carburetor could be clogged.
It's got a computer and a carburetor.
Yes. There are things on there that's like the hydraulic, hydrostatic controls and things like that are all computerized. There's a clock on it that runs how much time it's run and hours. And
because that's what everybody needs in a mower.
It's an
137 hours on.
It's an industrial mower.
It's so dumb.
It is dumb. So I'm waiting for them to call me back. Got the Audi back from the shop. Had to take it in for brakes. Tried to do the brakes on that.
Yeah, we've been around with that.
We did that. I had to replace the whole fucking caliper on the goddamn FJ. Yeah, it's working fine. And
yeah, but you parked halfway into my spot.
Oh, I'll park wherever I feel like.
Well, it's your property.
Right.
I didn't care. I just parked behind the Audi.
That's fine.
I'll park in your new grass and then see
that fucking loosed my mind.
Dude, if I had the kind of throwaway money just to be a total a-hole, I would have totally done that, and I would have parked there with my front wheel drive and just spun them. Just to watch your head explode.
I would have lost
But
my
then I would have
shit.
felt bad and had to pay for it, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
I don't have stupid money yet.
No, so
I have stupid, just not the money.
I think so. Let's get into today on today's episode of the Buckhorn Podcast. So we here in Ohio, and I found out recently, other states got something similar. So here in Ohio, we got 5 bottles of Maker's Mark Private Select.
Yes.
Or Private Selections.
I didn't know these were coming. Apparently everybody else did.
Everybody else knew.
I didn't know it until everybody talked about what they got.
If you've paid attention to the Bourbon Hunters, dude posted that they were coming.
Yeah, I mean, I pay attention.
In quotes. So
I listened to the episodes.
They didn't mention it really on the episode.
Yeah,
that they were
that's probably
it was
why.
on their Instagram account.
Oh yeah, well.
So I picked up 2 of the 5 bottles. I really wanted the milkshake because it brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, you want the boys in your yard.
Yeah, no more than 9 though.
Right,
because COVID. But I wanted the milkshake and I wanted the caramel mocha bomb. I ended up with caramel mocha bomb and the almond toffee.
Toffee almond.
Or toffee almond.
Yeah.
I always dyslexia.
You swap entire words.
Yeah. So I ended up getting these 2.
I just found a bank card here.
It's mine. It's not registered yet.
It can be. Call to activate.
Yeah, my account has extra security on it because
PIN required.
Fraud. But
all right. Anyway.
So I picked up 2 of the 4, but I also found out that in South Carolina or North Carolina, one of the Carolinas, they got similar bottles.
But are they different flavors?
But they're different flavors.
Ooh, road trip. That and some Virgil Cane. Let's go.
Which got me thinking. I'm like, I kind of want to swap bottles with somebody because there's still bottles of this available at Pit Stop. At Pit Stop in Lancaster.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, swing through there. They're $70 a bottle.
Why was milkshake the one, dude? I saw a confirmed milkshake. You know what it went for?
$400.
Oh yeah, I sent it to you.
$400. But what did I say when I picked up these two bottles?
You said you
I said
for going upwards of $600.
Upwards of $600 on the secondary. So
$400 for a bottle of Maker's Mark.
I know.
That's the
dumbest fucking thing ever.
That's worse than paying $100 for Bland's.
Right.
By
far.
I like Makers, but $400.
No.
Come on.
And Ohio.
That milkshake is not bringing this boy to the yard.
No. But Ohio started today, as of June 1st, today, the bottle lottery for
oh, yes. That's
Weller.
another thing I sent you guys. The Weller
Special Reserve starts today. I get their emails.
Well, I sent it to you like 2 weeks ago,
yeah,
so you're welcome.
So, but what I had mentioned something about trying to obtain a bottle without going through the lottery. Mm-hmm. There's rumor that a restaurant in the area, the owner did a barrel pick of Special Reserve. Or not Special Reserve, of Foolproof.
Oh, okay.
So I sent them an email. I have not heard back. This restaurant is not open because of the COVID stuff. They shut down completely. But I have not heard back from them. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed,
you'll hear something
that I'll hear something from the ale house.
You should have said the name.
I don't care. Everybody knows that he did
nobody,
it. So. Like him and somebody else, the owner and somebody else went in on a barrel and did a barrel peck.
A barrel peck.
They're over there pecking at it. A barrel pick of the Foolproof. So I'm just like, I'll buy it. I have this podcast. We do this thing. We review whiskeys and we promote
others that hook us up.
Fingers crossed that.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see.
That would be nice.
It will be. That was 2 weeks ago, so I don't have high hopes. Yeah. But anyway, so we have these two bottles. So you're gonna do a blind tasting on this.
Yeah, I don't know which
because I've had them already. I mean, I immediately opened one bottle when I got home, and it was so good. So
I've got A and B and a Glencairn here.
So you do. So go ahead and pick whichever one you want to start with, and I will start with that one as well.
I'm going to start with B.
You're going to start with B.
Yes, backward. I guess bass backwards is what that's going to stand for. I'm going to do B.
Okay.
And then A. Bass and backwards.
And then the goal is just to figure out which one you like better, and try to pick which one's which.
Man, my nose is really stuffed up today too.
That's all right.
Because you made me walk out there in the weeds.
But it was so much fun to look at that hole in the ground.
Okay. I've got some nostril notes here.
Okay.
I think I know. I'm not going to say anything because I think I know what this one is just off the nose.
Okay.
I really do.
That's fine. And it's, like I said, it's
I'm going to say right now, this isn't my final answer. I think this is the Toffee Almond.
Okay.
But I could be way off because the problem is the caramel is a caramel mocha.
Yes.
And I might be getting a little coffee instead of toffee. You know what I'm saying? The mocha.
Coffee's kind of a bitter, strong smell, and toffee is very sweet and sugary.
Yeah, and I'm not good at doing this, so leave me alone.
Okay.
So all right, so I'm gonna give it a taste here.
You give it a taste. I'm gonna see if someone's done tasting notes on this yet. Stupid.
I like it. Ooh, there's some burn. These are like 112 proof, right? 112.5, I think. I'm closing my eyes so I don't see the...
No, you're fine. I'm just looking. So the caramel mocha bomb is 111.2, and...
I can see 112.5 on that one.
Okay, so yeah, and then the toffee almond is 112.5.
Okay. I can tell it's a higher proof in a good way.
Okay.
This one to me, I'm going to have to take another taste here.
You take as many tastes as you need to.
That could be dangerous.
From your own cup.
Oh, okay. So I don't get free refills.
No. First hit's free. Don't try from your own supply.
I like it.
Let's see. So I'm just trying to see if I can find a tasting here to see what we on the nose and on the lips, the teeth, the tongue.
Tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips?
Yeah, that stuff.
Put in your birth date.
Yeah.
Born in 1880 or whatever.
I'm old.
Dude, we both have birthdays this month. Oh, we have a birthday episode coming up.
And
that's going to be fun.
My birthday is, because God forbid there's a calendar widget on the damn...
Yeah, that's what you get for buying a dumb computer.
I guess. There we go. Yeah, my birthday falls on a Monday.
Mine falls on a Thursday.
To the 18th?
Yep.
You and Brandon Holly have the same birthday.
Really? Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. You do.
Yeah, I did know that.
So the private selects... Yeah, see, this is the thing. These is that, the whole... They have different stored with staves and to bring up the different profiles.
Yeah, you're probably looking up by flavor.
Well, I did.
Get a third.
I did the Toffee Almond first. So, anyway.
We'll put in, tasting notes.
Give it... don't tell me how to Googles.
Okay. I really like this. This is a very... I'm afraid I'm getting in my head, and I'm going to choose the wrong one between them because of that. So I want to taste them.
Okay. Taste them both, and leave some. Leave some. Don't drink it all now.
So this one, okay. So I got B down. I'm going to take some water here. I don't have it all down. I just sipped on it. I think I know which one that is.
That was good. And you dropped a coaster.
I did.
That's all right.
I'm going to ruin your nice cabinet here.
Well, it's going to get repainted anyway. It's cool. I am not seeing tasting notes from this stuff, from any of it. Oh, screw it.
I can't believe nobody's done a review, no big site's done a review on this.
Does this one?
So I'm going to go here with A now. They look exactly the same.
The bottles look the same. The
color's the same.
They're literally one point proof off. One's 111, one's 112.
Yeah, I think even on the nose, I had these two differentiated right off the rip.
Yeah.
And my nosing is terrible. But let me take a taste here. Watch, I'm going to be completely opposite, too. And I have a 50-50 shot of being right.
Yeah, you only have... You can't screw it up too bad. That's good.
Man, I don't know now.
That's so good.
But I think... Take another little taste here.
Chew it.
A is caramel mocha. B is toffee almond.
A is caramel mocha, and B is toffee almond.
Toffee almond, yes.
Okay. Let's see here.
Am I right, or am I?
What bottle is this? So toffee almond. You said is which one?
B.
It is A.
Yeah, I thought so.
You got them backwards. And mocha.
The mocha's
is
what
B.
threw me off.
So out of the two, I like the mocha bomb better.
I don't.
Really? I'm surprised.
No, which one's toffee almond? A or B? A.
A is toffee almond.
I like that one better.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. I think.
See, I like the.
No, here's the thing: the coffee mochas. I love coffee. I drink black coffee every day, pretty much, and I love the sea salt caramel mocha. Like if I'm going to drink a trash coffee, that's
anything from Starbucks.
1,200 calories. That's what I'm getting, like a salty caramel mocha.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just used to that. That toffee almond was a different flavor for me. It tasted sweeter. Maybe that's why it threw me off. I thought it was a caramel one because it tasted sweeter to me.
See, I think that the caramel mocha bomb is sweeter than the toffee one. I think so.
I'm almost out. I'm afraid to I'm trying to go back and forth, but I'm almost out. So I just put a very little bit of the toffee almond in my mouth there. A little bit of toffee nuts. And I'll rinse. We're gonna have some dead air time. That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm putting water in the toffee almond. Just a smidge. A scoosh.
See the caramel mocha? I get more of the mocha than the caramel. That's not a bad thing. I just don't think it's as sweet. So I'm going to put a very little bit of water in each because I have very little left.
Trying to keep from doing the inhale of the whiskey like I did on the Bourbon Hunters. Oh, so I prefer the mocha caramel bomb over the toffee. I like the toffee, but if I were going back to buy another bottle and I was only buying one, it'd probably be the caramel mocha bomb.
All right, so I've got water in each. I think about a fair amount. I'm going to try the caramel mocha bomb first.
But on the toffee almond, nose-wise, I get like burnt sugar and a little bit of cinnamon, and I'm not picking up any almond. Like, I pick up zero almond anywhere.
I pick up a lot of almond in the taste. Not as much as...
Oh, I'm talking on the nose.
Oh, on the nose?
Yeah.
A little bit of nuttiness, but I wouldn't be able to decipher it as almond.
Yeah, and I'm picking up that sweet toffee scent as well. Like, whatever.
Like a toffee candy.
Like, yeah. But I'm picking up like some cinnamon and burnt sugar.
Smells like a Werther's original.
Then on the palate, I do get almond there.
And it tastes like an almond cookie from Ding Ho, which is like my favorite almond cookie ever.
Ding Ho?
Yeah.
They serve
almond cookies. Warm ones. Freshly baked. Chinese restaurant on the west side of Columbus.
See, I don't go to the west side.
Unless I have to. Fine. I grew up there. It's Ding Ho's a staple on the west side of Columbus. You keep
sorry, Diesel.
Well, he's laying in a precarious spot right
where my
desk.
feet go.
But yeah, it reminds me of the almond cookies at Ding Ho, and that is a very good thing in my book.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I tried the caramel bomb with water. Now I'm going to try the toffee almond with water. I'm exact opposite of you, man. I take that toffee almond any day over the caramel mocha bomb.
Oh, yeah?
I love it. I mean, that's fantastic to me.
Okay.
I honestly,
I like them both.
I like them both, but like I said, if I'm getting a fatty coffee, it's usually a caramel mocha. Salty caramel mocha from Starbucks comes out the same time the pumpkin spice lattes do and blows it out of the water. Screw pumpkin spice, whatever.
Yeah, I can't.
Salty
I don't
caramel
like
mocha comes out in the fall too. Phenomenal. It's so fatty. It's so sweet. It's so rich, but it's like a guilty pleasure. I haven't had one in like 4 years. I might get one this year.
Well, why not? I mean, 2020 has been a fucking mess anyway.
Screw it. So I worked out and ate well all weekend. I lost a bunch of weight I lost like 6 or 7 pounds last week.
Including your spine.
Not doing great, including, it's that muscle in my back. And then I worked out some, and I put on like 18 pounds in 2 days with working out. So I don't know. But anyway, I would take, I'm going to say they're both worth buying once, I think.
Absolutely.
If you haven't had them, I love them both. I really came into this thing, and I'm going to love the caramel mocha bomb.
And walked away liking the toffee.
But the nose test is, I don't grade on the nose so much.
No. It's
on the taste, and
it's on the
what
taste.
I think I'd enjoy. I would take that toffee almond 9 times out of 10 if those two were the only two on the shelf.
Okay.
And it's weird for me to say that because I really thought that caramel mocha was going to be it. I would say I'm going to give the caramel mocha bomb a 3 donuts out of 5.
Okay.
Buy it if you see it. It's not something I would cross state lines for. It's not something I'd go nuts for. It is $70 a bottle.
It is.
Which is, in its makers, which is a little high for me on makers. But it's worth it if you've not had it. But the toffee almond, I'm going to give it 3.5. I really liked that.
Okay.
And I liked it better neat than with water, which is weird. I usually like a little water or on the rocks. That toffee almond, neat, is my favorite out of the 2 drinks in the 2 different ways I tried both of them today.
See, I like them both, and I'll give them both a 3.5. So if you can find them, get them. I mean, I do like the caramel mocha bomb more than the almond, so I'll try to hold on to that one a little longer.
Kind of save that one
back. But drink the other one.
I can tell that one's a little bit lower than the toffee almond.
Yeah, I've had a couple glasses.
You better pump the brakes on it.
Yeah. But so I'd mentioned in North Carolina that they've gotten something similar.
Yeah, what'd they get?
So
what are the 5 flavors we got?
The 5 flavors we got were honeysuckle, Grandma's Kitchen, milkshake, toffee almond, and comatose. Caramel
comatose bomb.
Caramel mocha bomb. Mocha.
There we go.
So those are the 5 that we got here.
I want to try the honeysuckle. That intrigues me.
I thought about picking that one up.
Do they have that at Pit Stop?
They had it. I don't know if they still have it.
Man.
And when you check OHLSQ's website, it just says Maker's Private Barrel. It doesn't tell you the different flavors.
Which flavor, yeah.
But in North Carolina, one of the guys I follow on Instagram, Barbell Strength Bourbon, he got a Bourbon Scout amount. CUV with a tilde EELESS. Creveles?
I guess.
It's French. It has a tilde.
You're French.
Kinda.
Martelle?
But this falls under the same.
So is that a special? Is that like a French flavor? It's like a croissant, but
maybe
French or something.
It's like a it's a
like
dry
a loaf of bread.
It's a dry croissant. It doesn't have butter. It's not buttery like I don't know,
like a Pillsbury.
I'm making shit up. So
that's totally new for us.
I know, right? So he actually posted a picture on his Instagram of this bottle, which it's the same bottle, same labels, except it's just a different name. And that one is 111.7.
Okay, so it's
so
right in the same room.
And it uses. Yeah, it's hard to read. Just a quick gander here. It uses one baked. So hold on. For reference, Toffee Almond uses 3 baked American pure staves, 3 seared French cuvée staves, and 4 roasted French Mocha staves. So, and for anybody who doesn't know, the way that this program works for the Private Select is you can choose up to 10 different staves to drop in to get a different flavor profile. So, and then the Caramel Mocha Bomb uses 4 seared French cuvée staves, 1 Maker's Mark 46 stave, and 5 roasted French Mocha staves.
Huh.
This is we talked about this with Mo, I think, or not Mo, with Dude.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit before. So
I mean, you get 4 guys in a basement.
He's a big Makers guy.
Yeah, you get 4 guys in a basement trying things. It gets kind of chaotic.
So then, when it comes to this Bourbon Scouts Cuvée-less, there we go, Cuvée-less. I figured it out.
You're a smart man.
I know. It's 1 baked American Pure stave, 6 Maker's Mark 46 staves, 2 roasted French Mocha staves, and 1 toasted French spice stave.
Man, Makers really went, you know what? Let's just get crazy.
Well, they're doing...
I like it.
Yeah, I mean...
It's just like...
Buffalo Trace does something similar, but they have their experimental stuff.
Yeah.
Woodford has their small batch, like the double, and some of the other stuff that they do, the brandy that we had...
Yeah,
not
hard pass on that one.
Hard pass on that one. So Makers has their own version of this.
What's weird is how much I love Angel's Envy finished in the brandy casks and how much I dislike that Woodford. Because the Angel's Envy that we reviewed was the $50 finished in port wine, whiskey and brandy casks, and I loved it. Like I mean, it's not like something I go nuts for, but it's pretty readily available. It's $50. It's a good sipper. Poor Diesel.
I just kicked him right in the nose again.
Helmet.
Dude, is that the best place you think you can lay?
He's just chilling. He don't care.
He doesn't.
He's retired.
I have poked him in the nose I don't know how many times. So I'm going to try something.
Okay.
You don't have any left.
No, I thought we
and
were
we're gonna rectify that before I go into a Chaps My Cheeks.
Okay.
So give me a second here. Dead air.
All right, you do your thing. No, I can feel it. But what I was going to say, I still have that bottle of accidental Angel's Envy A.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Toffee was A. The Angel's Envy rye finished in the rum casks that we have not reviewed, and I'm afraid to open because I thought I spent $50 on it and I accidentally spent $100 on it. So we're starting to get a little deeper after 100 plus episodes into experimental stuff. We had the Virgil King Ginger infused early on, but the rest of the stuff is all new to us, and I like where we're going because we're kind of, I'm not going to say breaking out of our mold because we don't have a mold, but I like that we're getting into these fun flavors. Like
yeah.
I'm a weird dude. I'm the kind of guy that's like, what if I get, especially those new pop machines, I don't drink pop, but like I'll be like,
the ones where you can make your own crap.
Right, but I'll be like, let's get a Sprite, but put like cherry and vanilla and like grape in it or something weird.
Right.
And just see what it tastes like. Like I'm all for trying new things.
Well, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to take what I just poured you and what I have left over.
Okay.
And we're going to mix them.
I like where your head's at.
Because we're going to do something slightly experimental and just
Toffee
see.
Mocha Toffee Almond Bomb.
Yeah, and we're going to see where. So you mix it to what you think, like what you want. So you put as much of the mocha into the toffee almond, or as much of the toffee almond into the mocha.
Well, so it's a toffee almond, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a little bit less of that than I'm just going to mix them straight up as you poured them. I've got
Okay.
a very, very. It looks like from my eyeball here, and I'm kind of side looking so I can stay in the microphone. Looks like I have a slightly less amount of the toffee.
Yeah, it's not much.
No, it's negligible. I'm going to mix them straight up, almost 50-50. Because I want to see.
I have significantly less of the toffee almond than I do of the
caramel.
Of the caramel.
You like the caramel mocha better.
So, and I'm just going to do the same. I'm just going to go.
Just mix them up and go.
Boop.
So here we are, Mad Scientist. I'm going to pour it. Make sure it all drips out.
And then I'm going to pour it back.
Because why not?
Because
I'm just going to pour it and I'm going to swirl.
Well, because I like the Bourbon Hunter's glass that I have as opposed to a standard.
Yeah, dude,
Claret.
I just now got mine clean again after using it like.
You know what? I'm going to have to get another one from Dude. That way I have it here.
Own.
That way I have it here.
We need our.
I don't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah,
Dude's got more money than I do.
Dude, make us some Buckhorn Podcast whiskey dram, whatever.
Buckhorn Podcast. I'm changing the name.
I'm not even mad. That's one letter. Do it. New name, Buckhorn Podcast. Oh, it'd be so hard for people to search, though.
It would. Well, you just look for the Buckhorn Podcast. It'll come up.
Oh man,
I'm going to start referencing us as the Buckhorn Podcast.
Buckhorn Podcast.
We have basically turned into a bourbon show.
Well, what's funny was when we started,
I should say an alcohol show. Because we do more whiskeys than we do beers, but we do beer on occasion.
And sometimes I'll bring a
rum or
curveball.
Yeah, some wild card.
Well, the rum was a good one. I brought that because I thought you would like it.
That was.
But then I also like throwing in the sangria in a can from a gas station.
Ugh, that was awful. So fucking bad.
Okay, so I've got almost a 50-50 mix here.
And I'm at a 1 to 3, basically.
Yeah, 1 to 3. Probably a 1 to 2. 1 part toffee to 2 parts caramel, I think.
Let's shoot 2.5.
Okay, 1 to 2.5.
1 to 2.5.
All right, so,
and that is more.
Ooh, on the nose, that is strong to me.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah, I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just like I didn't expect it. I think the caramel mocha,
and both mine have water in them, also.
Oh yeah, mine do not.
Yours do not.
I think the caramel mocha has more of an alcoholic smell. Again, not in a bad way.
It does.
You can tell it's a whiskey, right? To where the toffee almond to me smelled more like a candy.
Whoa. Whoa.
How was that for you?
So it's good. Like it is.
You like it?
Oh my God.
Your face was like it's not bad, but it like hit you.
So it is immediate.
Okay.
Ethanol burn on the tongue, the back of the backs of the jaw.
The jowls.
I don't have jowls. I'm not fat. It's just the jaw.
Okay, I got jowls.
Diesel has jowls.
I look like a...
Dogs have jowls.
If I shave my beard, I look like a little English...
Bulldog?
Not terrier. Yeah, bulldog. I was like English terrier.
For me, it was an immediate, like right on the tip of the tongue.
Gotcha.
You could feel it.
Mocha, I think, because I got that. I didn't get any of that with the toffee almond. The toffee almond to me was smoother, sweeter, more buttery. It was thicker. The caramel mocha was more of it was good, but more of a coffee taste with slight caramel in that alcohol burn.
Now that I'm ready for it, it is so much better. Oh my God.
I'm going with my near 50-50 mix here, so.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that good burn.
See? Like right immediately. Dude. The minute it hits your mouth,
it burns first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like immediately, and then the flavor just
kind of settles in,
takes over.
I am in love. This I will give a 4 out of 5 donuts.
I am 4 out of 5.
This is
on
phenomenal. We just discovered something on Buckhorn Podcast that makes
it's so hard to say.
It is. I had to slow down. Makers should have discovered this on their own. This is fantastic.
This is really good.
So if you can get a bottle of the caramel mocha
and the
toffee almond, do a 50-50 mix, give or take.
Yeah. Like I'm
you're pretty close to fit. You're like a little off.
I'm a little off.
Dude, that's great.
It's really good. We are all about the experimental stuff.
Dude, this is really good. Like, we're both grinning ear to ear like a couple of freaking crackheads on payday.
Mad scientists.
I love it. Meant. I don't know what payday is for a crackhead. Like finding free crack rock?
This right here?
Yeah, this is phenomenal.
This is like liquid crack rock. For whiskey heads. Bourbonites.
See, I'm in that point again. It's like with some of our favorites, with the 2-bitch, with the Virgil Canes we like.
Put some water in it.
Okay.
Anyway, while you're doing that, I'm going to get into a little thing. So I had put up 3 pieces of stuff for sale.
Yeah.
We'll just say 3 pieces of stuff. I have my Audi is up for sale right now.
Yep.
I have the Focusrite, which is our old digital audio converter.
Right, which we got compliments on.
Which
people were like, your podcast has always sounded great quality-wise.
Yes. So I've got that up for sale. And this morning I sold the Tascam.
Did you get rid of
recorder. It's gone.
I thought about buying it from you.
So,
I don't know what I'd use it for, though. I really don't. Like, for personal use, like, why would I ever need that?
It's something I never used. Like, I intended, like, I'll figure out how to throw some powered mics on it so they have phantom power, and we'll each have a mic, and I'll just shove the thing in my shove it in my pocket. We'll be set to go.
Now we got this.
We got the Zoom H6, which is what we record on. If anybody is curious, we use a Zoom H6. And we use some
couple episodes. We just got it.
Like, this is
when we hit 100, we upgraded our music, our logo, and our recording gear.
And no one noticed or said a thing about the image.
I did get something about the image. Well, when you posted the Focusrite for sale, I got a couple messages like, "Dude, did you guys quit?" And I was like, "Yeah, we just decided we're done." They were like, "But you just a week ago put out a new logo and had new intro music." And I was like, yeah, it was late timed. We just, Martelle and I kind of got into it. I told Garrett and Egenreiter, a good friend of mine, I was like, yeah, Martelle and I kind of had a falling out. So
hey, Garrett, buy my shit.
Yeah, Garrett. But yeah, so, it was just funny that I started leading people on. It was fun for.
That's great. I like that. So I've got this stuff up for sale. So I get a hit on the Audi. Immediately the kid, younger than me, I've got it up for 20. Now I understand that I have that up for a slightly higher price than what the value is for like cars.com. That's called
them up.
Negotiating factor.
I saw your car, air quotes, 18.5 to 23.
Right.
So you're kind of in the middle.
But if you look at some of the other stuff that's out there, it should be 17 to 18.5.
Should be.
So I've put it at 20. I buffer for negotiating so I can get what I want out of it.
Right.
So I posted it. One guy in Franklin County garage sale was like, LOL, $, fuck you, dude. Your opinion means nothing.
That guy also drives like a 1999 Eclipse. He has no money in the bank.
And he's 4 times larger than you are.
I mean, whoa.
I mean, that's
Jabba the Hutt.
That's where I'm at in when I think about these people.
And I have trouble fitting in your car as it is.
But that's where I think that's where I'm at with certain people that just comment on shit.
But anytime if I put something for sale, well, we did that 76 Ford.
Yeah,
I had to put it up for 1, 2, 3, 4
because you couldn't get the price in.
I couldn't do the price because the age. Thanks to Zuckerberg, we went over this before.
Yeah,
10 episodes ago, whenever it was. And a guy thought I was selling it for $1,234. And when I said no, I think we had a list for $12 or $13,000.
Yeah.
A mint condition 1976 Ford with less than 50,000, all original miles, never had anything in the bed, original paint, original interior, no tears, no rips, no rust, no nothing. Big block, 3-speed, 3 on the tree. A classic. Somebody bought this and literally put it in their garage.
Yeah, and then it sat there.
Never used it. And they drove to car shows and back, and they cruised in it. It never saw rain. It never saw snow. And this guy got mad at me. He was like, "Oh, blah blah blah." And finally, I got to the point where when people started messaging me about the price, I just went, "Look, I'm sorry that you're too poor to afford such a nice truck. Have a nice day."
But my thing is, and like, I agree with that.
Quit commenting about the price because you're not in the market.
Right.
Anybody that comments about how much it costs is not in the market.
No. Period. And so I had it on the Ohio Euro Classifieds and the Ohio VW Classified page One guy posted, he's like, I have this almost exact same car. It's a great car to drive. Good luck with the sale.
I love your car.
Thanks, homie.
I wish I could afford it, but I'm trying to pay off debt. I wish I was in the market right now because the few times I've been in your car, I've loved it.
I love it. I love it. I don't really want to sell it, but I have a teenager and basically, we'll just call her a preteen. She's 7. She's a mini teenager.
She acts like a preteen.
She acts like a 20-year-old. They don't fit in the back. Like, it is not. No, it's a toy at this point.
It's like my cousin had a 99 Eclipse. It's a shelf.
It is.
The back seat's a shelf. It's a 2-seater.
You have to sit Indian style to get back here. So I don't like it's. I don't want to take it anywhere because I can't.
It's the same as you having a motorcycle or go-kart. It's not a family vehicle.
It's not a family vehicle. It's a toy. So Liz will take it out occasionally. Like if she has to go get a haircut or something like that, she'll take it because she loves to drive it. It's a fun car to drive.
It's a fun car, yeah.
So this kid, he's like 18. I'm like, or no, he's at 17. That's what it was, 17. And I'm like,
you got the money. I'll sell it.
I responded with 19. He was like 18. I said, I'll meet you halfway at this point. We're at 18.5. Like right in between. He said 17. I'm at 20. I came down to 19.
Yeah.
18.5 is right in the middle. Motherfucker hasn't responded in 3 days.
Because, dude, he didn't have 17.
He doesn't have. He doesn't have it.
Now. That kid didn't have 17. He was hoping to get a deal. Was going to ask mommy and daddy.
No, I think he's a thug.
Well, whatever. He didn't have the money to begin with.
Which, yes, I'm stereotyping. He's a thug.
I'm going to try this now with water.
You try that with water, and then I'll get into. So I've got the Focusrite up for sale as well. I have had on the Tascam and the Focusrite.
I think I like it better neat, mixed.
Really?
I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, if this was in a bottle, I'd buy it.
So we need 20 staves in a barrel.
Well, you need to mix whatever. Or
just mix these two together.
These two? Yeah, the Makers, Toffee, Almond, and Caramel Mocha Bomb mixed is off the charts.
Makers, if you can do, 3 baked staves, 4 staves, actually 7 staves, 1 stave, 9 staves, and then no staves. That's just looking at what it is
on the label.
On the label.
They know what you're talking about.
Just call it the Buckhorn Brew or the Buckhorn Bomb or just
whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it. Just put our name
Buckhorn
in it.
something.
So
that's
anyway.
phenomenal. All right, so back to your.
So
this is great.
I had probably had 12 people.
On the Focus, right?
That may be. No, that may be a slight exaggeration. I don't know. I'm not going to look. On the Tascam.
Oh, okay.
The little handy recorder.
$30.
$30. I had it up for $30.
Yeah. You would have taken 20 for it, I bet.
I had one motherfucker go, I'll give you 20 for it. I'm like, they sell brand new for $89.99. I've got it for $30.
You wouldn't take 20?
No.
I'd have given you 20 for it.
And so I ended up taking 25 for it. I'm like, yeah, I'll come down 25. Like, I don't use it. It's sitting here.
Yeah, you talked about, when we first started, you talked about that.
Yeah.
And we've never used it.
I've never used it.
2 years.
So then I've got the Focusrite up. I've had 4 people reach out to me about this Focusrite. One guy is being a complete pain in my fucking ass. He needs to remember that I'm selling this. I'm not here at his beck and call. He's like, well, is it deregistered? Do you have this? What about the software? Does the software come with it? Is it bundled with the software? I'm like, I can get all that deregistered. I want to register the software and the product before I purchase it. Fuck you. I am not going to allow you to register a piece of hardware or any software that you haven't fucking bought.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
No, I'd block that guy. Just block him.
He just sent me, as we're sitting here, my phone just lit up. He's like, I don't know if you heard anything back from Focusrite, but here's their phone number. Then he proceeds.
Like you didn't know how to Google that? Or
right.
You didn't have
throughout this whole conversation.
You bought that new.
I bought it new. I bought it new. It was it's a $400 piece of equipment.
It's a nice, that's why that and the mic, there's a lot to it, but
there's a lot to it.
Big part of.
That's the main part of doing a lot of this.
That Focusrite will get you going.
So I know that I have it priced slightly high as well. That's the point.
I don't think it was that high.
$275 is high for a used version of this because they're selling for $200.
I saw on eBay. Okay, I looked. The cheapest I saw was $225 when I looked, but I didn't look a lot.
So because I did before I even put it up, I did all the price.
I did all the checking. $200, you go cool.
But how many?
You got 2 years of use out of it.
No. We've only used it 107 times. That's how many shows we have out.
107.
Well, I think it's 105 technically.
Count the
if you count like some of the little extra things and some other pieces.
Fair enough.
We've used it 107 times. That is a little over a year and a half's worth of episodes. And he's like, "Well, I'm like, I'm about to just go buy the fucker from eBay. Like I'm almost done with this guy.
Tell him don't worry.
Like,
about
and he wants me to ship it to Virginia.
Okay.
So
tell him, hold on, hear me out.
I'll hear you.
$200 and a bottle of Virgil Cane.
He's in Virginia, not North Carolina.
But Virginia's close to North Carolina, ain't it?
Well, he's in North Carolina. He wants me to ship it to his dad in Virginia.
He's in North. 152 bottles of Virgil Cane. Let's go.
No, I am fucking over the moon fed up with this guy.
Just ignore him then.
And I think that's about where I'm at.
Dude,
I didn't have any intentions of shipping this thing. The whole point of pointing it for $275 is I'll put it for $275. If I come out at $250,
you're
great.
Golden, yeah.
And I don't have to ship it. I told him $250, and I would ship it, and it's going to cost me $20 to ship it, so I'm only getting about $230 out of this deal.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the price, go fuck yourself on everything. Don't bother commenting on other people's shit that they're trying to sell because you don't like the price because you think the shit should be fucking free. Kiss my fucking ass.
This is the most you've cussed in like 20 episodes.
I know, but this shit fucking drives me insane.
You need to drink more of a mix.
Hold on.
50-50 mix. He said, down that, pour another.
Oh, no, I don't want to waste it. It wouldn't be wasted. But
I was going to say, it's not wasting that.
I get tired of trying to post shit for sale. Well, and I get it. I mean,
yeah.
I purposely price things high.
And people purposely lowball you and you go back and forth.
Yeah, it's so that I can negotiate because you have these fuckheads out there that come back with, I'll give you $5. You give me fucking $275 on a reach around.
Hey, now we're talking.
That just drives me insane.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. The selling online, when eBay first started, I remember years ago working for my cousin. I won't mention his name or the business, but when he got laid off from MCI WorldCom, him and a buddy that worked with him in his department and their boss made their own company. Their department at MCI WorldCom there were 7 people. If MCI WorldCom systems went down, they were called. And I'm talking across the globe. So they could show up in sweatpants and a T-shirt and go do their job in 5 minutes and leave if that's what it took.
Yeah.
They were smart enough that if systems went down, they'd go in, they'd work either 5 minutes or 50 hours, however long it took, and go home and collect their paychecks. They had their normal work schedule, but anyway, MCI said, we're going to outsource this. So they went, fine, we'll start our own company. Started a company making training modules online. This was back in 2003-ish. So when everybody started doing training online, you go to a new company, you start a new business, you go in, they send you a computer, and you train for umpteen hours.
Yeah.
They started making those modules, designing them, so I went to work for him part-time. This was when they started, they were in one of the guy's houses in Dublin. I'm going to guess $350,000, $400,000 house.
Okay.
It was a nice neighborhood. The guy across the street quit his 6-figure job to start buying and selling eBay, and he would buy low from somebody on eBay, turn around and sell it high. His goal was to do it fast enough that he would have the seller that he bought from ship it to the guy he sold it from, and it'd never come to his house.
And
so he literally was just flipping products and collecting. If he made $60 on if he bought it for 40, sold it for 80, he made $40 and never touched his door. That was a 5-minute transaction for him. He made $40 in 5 minutes.
Right.
If he could do $100 in an hour, whatever he did, and he started making bank. Where it's at today is you've got, especially with Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist now went to charging people to post vehicle ads.
Right, which is why I haven't posted the Audi on there.
I don't blame
because I'm not fucking paying that.
It used to be you go on Craigslist and find all kinds of vehicles. Now, nobody posts there.
No, because they don't want to pay the $5.
Shot themselves in the foot with that.
And granted, it's only $5.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. No one wants to pay. That's
their goal was to get rid of scammers. What they got rid of was sellers.
Yeah.
Legitimate sellers. Scammers will pay $5 to make $10,000.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, or $5,000 or $3,000 or $100. Scammers will do that. Honest sellers won't.
No.
So now you've got Craigslist is kind of a hodgepodge of a skeleton of what it used to be. You get on Facebook Marketplace and you deal with everybody thinking you're going to get a 1976 pristine historic vehicle for $1,200. And it's just such a mess that, no, I get your frustration. I'm with you. It also chaps my cheeks. When we sold that truck, I told Dad, like, I don't want to do this again. I'd rather park it at the end of the driveway with a sign on it. Like,
I've considered doing that, but I don't want to walk down and get the Audi every evening to bring it in.
Yeah,
it's garage kept.
Yeah, and that's how Dad's truck was, the 76. You can't just leave it out.
Yeah,
and if there's bad weather, you don't want to leave it out.
And I think the previous owner left it out because he lived down in German Village.
Yeah,
but
probably.
I don't leave it out. It parks in the garage. I think it was out the one time, like when you and DJ came over. I had it parked outside because it was snowing, and I'm driving the truck.
Yeah.
So I swapped places with it. But other than that, it is garage kept. So.
Yeah, online buyers are.
I fucking hate people.
It's a joke.
I'm
with you on
can't
that.
stand it. So, anyway. That's what chaps my cheeks.
One of many things.
Oh, so yeah, people chap my cheeks in general.
You should invest in Vaseline. Or Valvoline.
Well, Vaseline would probably help with, the burn.
So would some 10W30 would work.
Yeah, probably. Vaseline's a little more, it has a little more viscosity to it. Viscosity.
More lasting power.
Viscosity. Anyway. So if you're in Ohio, check out one of these Maker Mark selections. If you've gotten the honeysuckle or the Grandma's Kitchen, or if you have a milkshake.
Well, here's the problem with the Grandma's Kitchen. Martelle talked about that before we started recording, and I said that would probably be like an apple pie. And he said it would probably be like mothballs.
Yeah.
So if you have the Grandma's Kitchen, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know what that's like. You know what? I want to go over something real quick here. I did not read the article, but I saw it. So before we close out the show, I saw an article here today where there's a couple kids that let a black widow spider bite them so they could try to procure Spider-Man's powers.
Okay.
That is just the title.
Now, here's the thing. When we were growing up, we were told the media was all about, you grew up in church.
Yeah.
I grew up in church. We were told rap music. Tupac, Biggie.
I wasn't told that.
Well, the media. If you look
the media said that, yes, and my mom
in the media in the 90s, early 90s, video games and rap music was going to make kids do stupid things. It was going to
see, for me, it was just rap music and death metal. The video game thing didn't.
Tomato.
Yeah,
this is a classic example of why they think that. It's like you see Spider-Man comics and movies all your life, and you're like, "Hey, let a black widow spider bite me."
But the problem is, in the comic, the spider was radioactive. Mm-hmm. Where are they going to find a radioactive spider that survived?
Radioactive. Chernobyl?
Maybe. I didn't read the article. I just saw the title and went, these kids are stupid.
Yeah.
And then you brought up a second point about, rap music and video games.
I love
But my mom played video games, so I can't say video games.
Yeah, but she played like Pong and Tetris.
No, she played like Zelda and Metroid.
Dragon's Quest and...
No, we didn't do that.
River
Mylon
Raid.
Secret Castle.
Pitfall.
Pitfall's amazing.
Dude, I love Pitfall.
Fucking love Pitfall. So I just wanted to mention, don't let your kids get bitten by spiders.
PSA, do not... teacher... Look...
They could lose a body part.
With everything going on in the world today, we're talking about what's taught and what's not taught. Teach your kids to not get bitten by spiders in an attempt to become Spider-Man.
Yes.
Freaking morons. Your kids are dumb. If you are a parent right now, your kids... my kids are really smart, though.
My kids are dumb.
My kids are so
All kids
smart.
are dumb. I don't care how smart your kids are, because both my girls are super smart. They're dumb.
Huck's not, though. Judd's going to be the one that does stupid stuff. Huck is the one that's like fully into logic and reason and telling me gravity's lower on the moon and telling me how gravity works and telling me how electrons are.
Well, he watches all the like crazy YouTube videos about science.
He's so much smarter than me. Judd's just like, he's that kid that's like, hey, don't do that. He's like, oh, what, this? And he pokes that button.
Sticks his finger in the electrical socket.
So, yeah, Judd might be dumb.
And then he becomes Electro.
But here's the thing with Judd. I told him about 3 or 4 weeks ago, he was being a pain in the butt, but he's so cute. He's like Gerber baby cute. And
Richard Nixon?
Judd, listen, huh?
Richard Nixon? Richard Nixon was the Gerber baby.
Oh, whatever. I don't care. So,
okay.
But I looked at him, and he was being a butthole in bed, like Judd, stop. And I said, listen. I said, quit being a turd. Because I try not to use, like, real bad language.
Yeah.
And he kind of looked at me and smiled. I said, see, that's your problem. You're so cute. I said, you're like a gold-painted turd. You're a gold-painted turd. Do you know that? And he went, yep.
Yep.
At 1.5 years old. Yep. I was like, you son of a...
So the
Judd
phrase...
and I are going to fight before he turns 18. I guarantee you.
Probably.
We're going to come to blows.
You're going to put a hole in the wall.
No, that's Kevin. I'm going to punch my kid in the face and go to jail.
So I always use the term with both girls, if you want to be a turd, go out and lay in the yard.
Oh, that's good. I'm going to use that. Yeah, I'm going to use that.
That's good. I like that one. They're like, no.
If you're going to be a turd, get flushed down the toilet.
Get flushed down the toilet.
Throw them in the toilet.
And give them a swirly.
There you go.
So, all right. So check out Maker's Mark. Can't say enough about this.
These two.
These two, at
we
least.
Know these two. I may look for the others.
It sounds like some other states got different varieties or versions of this. Yeah. So definitely check that out. Don't let your babies grow up to be Spider-Man.
Oh, you said don't let your, and I almost made a reference to an old country song, and you went with it.
And I did.
Like where you
and
went.
I did. So, and if you're selling something online,
don't.
Be you. If you're buying something online, don't be a fucking douche. I'm Martelle. He's Randy. We're out.
Peace.